Hello Scorpio, it's Kimberly, and you can reach me at gardenwitchtarot@gmail.com. I am sorry for the delay in your August reading. I'm trying to get a new job right now, and that's been taking up quite a bit of my time. So we are ready though now to read for you, and then next week I'm going to start mid-months because it's fastly approaching. So we're reading for Scorpio. We've got a lunar eclipse tonight that's happening in Aquarius. So Aquarius is about sudden change. So expect to maybe gain some perspective or feel differently about some things by tomorrow, or have some clarity on maybe some matters, different perspective than what you have today, or if you have been struggling with something, you may have a new perspective on it by tomorrow. You may not. This may come later for some of you, depending on where you fall in your calendar. But this is going to be a big deal, this lunar eclipse. So with that said, and it's also on a 19-day cycle, so there may be some insight to some things that were happening, or some opinions that will be changed from things that were happening in August of 1998. I'm not making that up. So what have we got for you, Scorpio? We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So there's work that needs to be done. For some of you, this is literally in your financial sector, since this is with the Pentacles. And for others of you, this is just means that you've been putting work into yourself in any way. It could be emotionally, physically, with your finances, or into a relationship, into your career. So we've got the Eight of Wands. Oh, those two came out. Look, what's going on, Scorpio? Doubles coming out for you everywhere. Okay, I had to just get through that because just kept having doubles come out. Okay, so the situation is the Eight of Wands in reverse. So there could be something that is taking more time than you thought. And it could be a job offer, or some sort of communication that's not coming through that you're waiting on. This could mean that there's been a change in your travel plans, a delay to your plans, something, but it could have to do with communication, or it could have to do with things that you're trying to manifest, that you're trying to initiate, and it's just not happening. Like you're trying to harness your skills and your magic, and you're just not able to. And what's crossing you is the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could be that you need to make a decision about something in order for this to work. Like you're trying to juggle two things. Like maybe it's a situation of I have an offer of a new job in a new city, but my boyfriend or girlfriend is in this city. Or it could be, my girlfriend or boyfriend wants me to move to be with them over to this new place, but my career is here. Or it could be a number of things, do I stay in this relationship, or do I go? What are the impacts of me staying or going? And but like I said, there's some sort of communication that's either being stalled, or something that you're trying to do that's not happening. And part of it could be that you're juggling two things. Here we've got in the foundation of the situation, there's the Strength card with the Nine of Wands, and these just popped out together. So again, here with this Nine of Wands and the Eight of Wands transitioning to the Nine of Wands, like you're really getting getting burned out here. And I feel like this is like physically exhausted, and you could be putting your health on the line, especially with this here with the Strength card. This could have to do with a Leo, a Leo person in your life that, you know, you've been trying to manifest something with, and it's like maybe they don't feel like you're committed to them because you're balancing too many things. And it could be that you are, because you're really feeling exhausted over this with the 9 of Wands here. Like your back is against the wall, and it's like you're trying everything that you can. So it could have to do with a Leo, or it could just be that you're physically, it's time to, you know, you're almost at your breaking point, and you're trying to gather your strength. In your past, we've got the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands. So here's another fire sign. The Queen of Wands is actually the card of Aries instead of Leo. But it could be a female Leo for sure. But this Knight of Swords is, they have brought some, it's like you either dealt them a swift blow to this Aries or female Leo, or it could be a Sagittarius, it's a fire sign, or somebody who is passionate and sexy and strong and whatever. It could be that they found out something suddenly about you, or you found out something suddenly about them. And in the present moment, these secrets are coming out. Like you're trying to hide them, or they're trying to hide them, but it's like these truths are they may not be coming out. This moon is in reverse. So you may not be able to get the truth that you want, or you may be trying to cover up the truth with more lies. So, but what we're coming to into the future is the King of Wands, and here's our Leo. There is just, there's fire all over this. So this is going to be applicable, and I meant to put this disclaimer at the beginning of this video, but you know, if this doesn't resonate with you, then it doesn't resonate with you, and that's okay. Not every, you know, I'm channeling Scorpio energy into this reading so that I can reach some people, but I'm not going to reach every Scorpio. This isn't going to mean something to everybody, and if it doesn't, that's okay. Look at another video and see if that resonates more strongly with your situation. But we've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, you know, the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, Strength, which is the card of Leo, and then the Moon. The Moon could also be a Pisces that I feel like it's more about secrets than it is about Pisces. But this Leo is coming into this fire sign energy is what you're coming into. I really just get the feeling this has a lot to do with the fire sign. So it really could be that somebody else, that they are trying to do everything that they can, especially if you're dealing with a Leo, male or female, that they really have been trying to manifest something with you and find balance with you, but they can't seem to find balance. It's like no matter what they do, they're not getting balance with you, Scorpio. It's like it's like they're trying to buy you flowers and send you cards and whatever, and you're not having it. It's like it's not enough for you, or you feel like, oh, I've been here before. And they're exhausted. They're exhausted. They're like, I've burned through everything that I can of myself as a person, and since I do feel like this is dealing with a fire sign, specifically a Leo. For those of you who are involved with a Leo person, it's like they are gathering the last bit of their strength. But Scorpio, it's like the life is sucked out of them, and it could be that they have found something out, or they have told you the truth, like, listen, I have to find a way back to me. And this could be the first step of them saying, you know what, enough's enough. I can't give anymore. And that could have been sudden and shocking to you. And it's like they are really within themselves in a place where they can't and don't want to communicate, because it's just too much. It's too much, because they are, it's like they feel like they're a big cat, but all they can see is the weak little kitten, and this is upside down, and it's like they need to find that big cat again, and it looks like they're going to, because what we're coming into is Leo in the upright. Okay, so that person is away from you. It's almost like this is a Leo reading, but it's got to do with the Scorpio. The Scorpio is the other person. This is a very specific reading. And how you're seeing yourself is like a balanced person. You feel like you've got a lot to offer. But how other people are seeing you is the Page of Wands. Like, you've got stuff that you need to get over, obstacles that you've got in your path that you're not getting over, or that they're bringing the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands to the table, and the Strength card. They've brought all of that to the table, and you're bringing the Page. Like, you're not bringing the same level of commitment or excitement or whatever to the table, or like a certain immaturity. And then in your hopes and fears, you've got the Three of Cups. So it's like you want to celebrate. You want to celebrate emotionally with this person. And you're holding on. There's the Four of Pentacles in the outcome. So it could be that you're holding on to this situation because you're hoping to reunite. This could be a reconciliation, because they've disappeared into the night. They're not communicating. They're in themselves. They're protecting their own truth, so that they can heal. And I just get the feeling, I'm sorry, Scorpio, but I don't know where you were at the beginning of this situation and what you had to offer, but it's like you're all, you feel like, I've got everything to offer and I'm so stable, and it's like this other person was trying to like do everything that they could to win your affection and win your love, and it wasn't working. Like, no matter what they did, This could be opposite. It could be that you've been trying to show somebody that you're an exciting person, but there's just so much fire in this reading here, Scorpio, that this is almost exclusively between a Scorpio person and a Leo who the Leo has been just doing all that they can until they just, their back was against the wall, and then finally they came out and said, I can't do this anymore. I've got to be me. I've got to harness, I've got to harness my fire energy. I can't lose myself to this situation. So, it's hard and heavy reading there, Scorpio, but it's pretty specific. It's not going to apply to a lot of people. I do want to know, this Nine of Wands is here. Yeah, it's like they were trying to be honest with you. The Ace of Swords, they made a very honest offer, and if you were dealing with a Leo, it could be an Aries, but I really feel like it's a Leo. But like they were truthful with you, 100% truthful with you the whole time about what they wanted. It's this Moon in reverse. The High Priestess is in reverse. So it's like they didn't use their intuition in the beginning, and they've had to withdraw. They've had to withdraw from this situation. And the Four of Pentacles could be that, not that you're holding on. It could be that they're holding on. That person is really hoping to at some point reconcile with you, and they're holding on to this situation. But I don't know when that's going to happen. The Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, and the Hierophant. So it looks like that's not going to happen. Either you're not going to pick them, or they're not going to pick you. And if this is a situation where, maybe you just thought that this person was an exciting, like a sexual fleeing encounter, and they were on a different sheet of music, they wanted to have their life with you. And they thought there was a solid foundation there. But it looks like, or maybe they were much younger or older than you, or outside of your ethnicity, and even though you're kind of holding on to that love, like you don't want to commit. I don't see a commitment in this. So, sorry, Scorpio, that looks like a saga to be continued. Okay, so let's figure out what there is in the now. Let's go to the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue and see what guidance we have. Need some guidance for Scorpio in the month of, I feel like that card was one that wanted to come out. Okay. One more guidance card for Scorpio. That's what we got for Scorpio for August 2017. Scorpio. I need a card for Scorpio. August. There it is. Okay. Okay. So I've got the Four of Winter and the Two of Winter. And so the Four of Winter is the Four of Swords, and the Two of Winter is the Two of Swords. So, Scorpio, set aside your concerns for now. You can make decisions later. Solutions that come from meditation and the need for more sleep or a vacation. So, like you need to step back from this situation, you know, and recover yourself from it too, either way, whichever end of it you are on. And then the Two of Winter says indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So what was crossing this situation was the Two of Coins, which is also about making a decision, finding some balance. And what this is saying is take some time to rest, make sure that you're, you know, step away from the situation, and then you need to do what's there's a head of heart decision. So that means that your head and your heart are not in agreement with each other. Like, you may really, really, really love this person, but see that they're not good for you. Or you could really see the merit in being with somebody, what that does for you. You know, they may offer you stability or be like the type of person that you always saw yourself with, but you don't really have feelings for them. And so you may want to pursue a relationship with them because they you know, check this block on this list of goals that you have, even though you don't really feel emotionally toward them what you know you should. And so this is saying do what's really best for you rather than trying to please them. Okay, and it looks like, unfortunately, that Leo, whoever that Leo is has really been trying, and if you're not feeling it, Scorpio, then, you know, it's time to come clean and say, you know what, I'm not feeling this. This isn't what I want. Because it's not fair to you or to them to drag the situation out any longer. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Scorpio, and I'll see you in like a week when I start making mid-months, and we'll see what is ahead for the solar eclipse, which is happening in Leo on the 21st. Okay? Okay, so we'll talk to you later. Thanks.